everyone. We're back again, but this time we're from HMB Credit Repair Firm. I'm the host today, and we have a guest, Mr. Shah, and I can call him Dr. Credit. So he's the credit specialist. We're here at Voice of Toronto TV. The phone number here is, let me just rephrase my memory. What is the phone number? Okay, sorry about that. 905-670-4114. We're live. You can call us at any time during the show, and if you have any question. The phone number from our HMB Credit Repair Office is 905-604-0405, 1-888-855-5462, and 416-836-9911, and the website, or you can Google us at HMB Credit Repair Firm. How are you today?
Not bad, pretty good. Had a very rough day, you know it.
I know. Yes.
Lots of clients today in the office, eh?
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
But today we have a different topic to talk, right?
Exactly.
Very interesting. We're talking about the settlement and the credit history, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So would you please explain to the viewer what is the credit history and how to check their credit file?
Okay. So Dr. Begin, first of all, thank you for this opportunity, so that our viewers can see and learn something new today, and whoever's watching abroad and planning to move over to Canada, so they will have a better understanding of how the credit industry works and what's the use of it and how they can benefit from this.
Yes, obviously we have to talk about this in 2 or 3 show after this. We have to explain about the settlement and how we can help them and what kind of services we have. But we're going to start with this specific topic today that you can talk about.
Exactly. Actually, first of all, before answering your question, credit is basically, it's not a very simple thing, as you may have said. We're going to take us a couple of episodes to explain it thoroughly, because it's such a vast entity which impacts everyone who's living within Canada or the Western world or the modern world as we know it. So so your first question was what is a credit history and how can we check it?
Yes, but Shah, before you explain about credit history, can you just try to explain it to our viewer? What is credit? What are we talking about? Why newcomers and even Canadian citizen or permanent residents in this country, they need to have credit? How they can build their credit first?
Okay. So, Dr. Begin, in that context, first of all, to understand credit, it's basically, if I summarize it or simplify it, it's your eligibility to get financial loans, assistance, mortgages, car loans, credit cards, anything financial which you are obtaining from a financial institution. A financial institution could be a bank, could be a credit card company, could be a mortgage, could be anything who gives you finance. For example, you buy a car, right? There are options like, zero down payment, or, you make a down payment and then you pay monthly installments. So now, as you can see, the vehicle industry is evolving like anything, and the cars are getting more expensive by the day. So anybody wants to buy a car, they won't be able to buy a car on paying cash.
Basically you're talking about, because this country, Canadian government, give us even the newcomers they have a big opportunity in this country. Instead of paying everything in cash, they can buy it by their own credit, and then like they pay monthly or by installment, that everybody can have a very beautiful life, right?
Exactly.
So let's go back. I just want to refresh the your memory, and then ask you again that you can. What's the meaning of credit?
Exactly. Credit means financial loan. Either it could be in shape of mortgage, either it could be in shape of a car, credit cards. Anything you have is you're getting credit from any financial institution. So that is credit that any person is receiving.
How we can build that credit?
Exactly. Now there are multiple factors associated to credit. Now, for example, a new person arrives in Canada, right? So once they get their documents, everything ready, they will be issued by the government of Canada, which is the federal government. They have to visit Service Canada.
Service Canada. Okay.
Because it's a federal issuance. You will be issued by a SIN number, social insurance number.
Okay.
Right? So whenever you get a job, whenever you apply for any finance at any financial institution, you have to get it's not a have to, but it's something that whenever any financial institution checks on your public record, so they'll be able to locate your SIN number.
How we can build that? So
exactly, that's what I'm explaining. That once a person obtains a SIN number, all of his financial transactions are recorded on that SIN number. Now, there are two main public record agencies, which is within Canada, which is Equifax and TransUnion. These are two entities who maintain public records, right? So basically what happens is whenever you send any financial inquiries, like for example, you're in a mall, right? Somebody comes up to you and says like, oh, we have a great offer, take this credit card, right? You give them your details, they're gonna apply in the system. What the system does, it checks on your address, your name, your date of birth, everything associated with your SIN number, and then based on that, once you're a fresh file, you have full numbers. But you're not gonna get a mortgage straightforward. It's a process that you have to start getting credit cards, you get a car loan. The much loan you take and you pay them on time, all of these things are contributing factors towards a good credit score.
Okay.
Now, a good credit score will be something like you're paying on time, you're not behind your payments, you're not missing your payments. These are some crucial factors which basically protects your credit history.
Give me an example. For example, I'm a newcomer.
Okay.
I just come to this country.
Right.
How can I have my own credit? How can I have my own credit card based on what you just mentioned, that insurance, like the SIN number, the
exactly.
social insurance number. Once I get my social insurance number, I can have my credit built, right?
Exactly.
But if I go to the bank and ask for the credit card, are they willing to give me the credit card?
Exactly. Now, based on your question, for example, if somebody comes into Canada, right, now either on work permit or they are permanent residents, there's a difference. Because if you're on work permit, you get a temporary SIN.
Yes.
And if you are on permanent residence, you get a permanent SIN.
Yes.
Right? So the temporary SIN starts with 9, right? So in that context, because if you're not a permanent resident of Canada, so you're not gonna get a full a normal person's credit credit facilities. For example, If somebody has credit of like a regular person who's a permanent resident, he gets a $5,000 credit card, right? But somebody with a temporary SIN will not be having those facilities until he becomes a permanent resident. Wherever his temporary SIN will flash, there will be a red flag on that. That is number one. Now, coming back to your question, if somebody comes, even like for example a student visa, somebody's here on work permit, they might get like $300 to $500 to $1,000 worth of credit cards, right? Once they get that, they start purchasing, and once they start purchasing, the credit builds, and they start paying them off. Once you're paying your utilization, in the further questions, I'm definitely going to ask me about this. So I'm not going to explain it right now. I'm going to wait for the question when you're going to ask me next.
Okay. Once again, we're talking about credit repairs tonight at Voice of Toronto show. Toronto TV, sorry about that. The phone number is 905-670-4114, and the HMB credit repair phone number is 905-604-0405 and 416-836-9911 and 1-888-855-5464. You can contact us. I'm Dr. Helia Begin. I'm the founder of HMB Credit Repairs Firm. So you want me to ask you the second question, or just
please?
Let me just add something to it. You were mentioning that we have two different SIN numbers.
Exactly.
With the different. Obviously, we have a refugee claimant in this country that the SIN number, the social insurance number, will start with 5. Whoever applies under these categories, because they want to have their own credit and build their own credit, you can start putting in a small amount on the bank and get the credit card on their own fund, right?
Yes.
Can you just explain?
Okay. So basically, your question is that, for example, refugees, they have temporary SIN numbers, and they
have temporary.
Yeah, they that's called
until they get their.
That's called
convention.
Prepaid credit cards.
Yes.
And regular credit cards.
Yes.
Now, the difference between prepaid credit cards and the regular credit cards is that the regular credit card is the bank or the financial institution giving you, loaning you money that you can use and spend.
That's true.
Prepaid credit card is something like a debit card. That debit card has what you can do is it's just like a debit card, your personal bank account. You can put money in and you can start spending that. That actually helps to build your credit as well, because it's considered as a credit card payment.
Thank you. We're going on break right now. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
No problem.
Are you buying a home and need a mortgage? Are you taking money out of your home equity or refinancing your mortgage? Do you know your budget, how much you qualify for? Don't guess, talk to a professional. You need an experienced and professional mortgage broker to help you get the right mortgage. We have over 30 years of banking and financing experience with thousands of satisfied clients. We can help you take important and right decisions in your life. Aftab Rashid Mortgage Broker. Call 647-300-3304 or visit xbanker.net. We are professionals. We are X-Banker.
सुकून कैसा है बता नहीं सकता, सब घर वालों का भी यही हाल है। खुशी जैसे रूह में उतर सी गई हो। सच पूछे तो ये मुमकिन बनाया H होम रियल्टी ब्रोकरेज की अनिला जहरा ने।
अपने ख्वाबों का घर आप भी पा सकते हैं, बस एक फोन कॉल और जिंदगी आसान।
Call Anila Zehra at 905-462-0133.
I want to be a data scientist. That's something I'm passionate about. I want to bring a change in the medical aspects. Data scientists do collection of the data, then they analyze the data, and then they transform the data into meaningful conclusions. Algoma is unique because we get a chance to do one-on-one interaction with professor, and that's the best part.
The need of computer science graduate is huge. Nowadays, the industry demand is changing every day, and Algoma is adaptable. Algoma is changing its course content, changing the degree programs, and giving several certificate courses that the industry is actually looking for.
Personalized learning is the hallmark of Algoma's university experience. Algoma is offering the accelerated second degree. It's the only one in province.
Algoma not only just give us in-campus experience and skill set, but they also help us develop how to present ourselves in real world. Where do I see myself in 5 to 10 years? I see myself working at some multinational corporation as a data scientist. This is the first step towards my journey.
We're back again. We're at Voice of Toronto TV. The phone number is 905-670-4114. We're in live. You can contact us anytime during the show if you have any question. I'm Dr. Helia Begin. I'm the founder of HMB Credit Repair Firm, and we have Mr. Shah again.
Thank you once again. So,
okay, can you explain what is credit score based on?
okay. Now, to talk about credit score, first you need to understand what is credit history.
Okay.
Credit history is basically a public record of what kind of financial transactions or financial behavior that you maintain. Now, for what do I mean by financial behavior? Now, for example, you received a credit card, right? And you basically are using it. There's a limit to your credit card. Now, there is something called utilization.
Okay.
That how much of your credit you're actually utilizing. Like, for example, if you have a $10,000 credit card, right? If you are keeping it maxed out and doing minimum payments, that is basically affecting your credit score.
I see.
Because that reflects your credit behavior, that how you are using the financial institution's money,
I see.
right? So if you keep your credit cards maxed out, that is, your utilization is high. So once your utilization is high, your credit score goes low. Now, coming back to your question about credit score, that what it is based on.
Yes.
Now, for example, like before the break, when we were discussing about credit repair, I told you that once you get your credit card, right? When you turn 18, you get your credit card like 16 in Canada, or when you come to Canada and you get your first credit card. Now, that credit card has been issued to you based on your new and your fresh, or whatever the reason is. Now, if you use that responsibly, your behavior is responsible, right? You are basically proving in your payment records that you're a responsible person. You don't allow more, like leaving a balance of more than 35%. Because if you are keeping a balance of 50%, that is impacting your credit score negatively. But if you are using minimal, like before the payment date, if your utilization is at 10%, then you're golden. Actually, you're using very little money of theirs. Whatever you use, you're paying back in time, which is basically showing that whatever money that you take from the financial institution, you're paying it back before the time, and you're keeping it with them. You use whenever you want to use, and then you pay them back. So my recommendation always is that at least at the time of your monthly payment, have 10% utilization. Don't keep your credit cards 100% paid off.
Okay.
There's a reason to it. Because a financial institution, when they issue you a credit card, they basically, whatever money is owed by you, you get charged a percentage on that, right? So they should be making some money. So you should look good, like you're spending their money and they're making something out of you too. So you're not leaving the credit card unused, and you're using it, and the financial institution is in benefit, and the person who's using it is in benefit. Now, for example, you have a credit card, and then you got yourself a vehicle on loan, and then you're getting some more credit cards. You're getting any financial, like for example, you bought yourself a TV, you bought furniture on credit, and then all of your finances that you're getting from the financial institutions, right? They send this information to credit bureaus. Now you need to understand like I told you, there are two main credit bureaus that are maintaining public records. That one is being Equifax and second is TransUnion. So what happens is that when all of your payment behaviors, I think
I'm supposed to pick up the phone, but
I'm going to answer so they can hear you.
No problem. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, hi.
Yes, मैंने आपसे सवाल ये करना है, मैं आपका शो देख मेरी जॉब थी, कुछ अर्सा हुआ कि वो जॉब चली गई, अब नहीं हूँ, और कलेक्शन में मेरे कार्ड चले गए हैं, $15,000 मैं वो करती हूँ। अब ये बताइए कि अगर आपकी कंपनी से मैं अपने कार्ड और ये सेटलमेंट करवाऊं तो एक तो ये टाइम कितना लगेगा, और दूसरा मतलब किस तरह ये आप किस तरह हेल्प कर सकते हैं?
ओके जी, मैं आपको अभी
मैं होल्ड पे ही हूँ, आप प्लीज अगर मुझे बता दें तो अच्छा रहेगा।
ओके, तो पहले मुझे ये बताएं कि आपका जो अभी जो आप कह रही हैं कि तकरीबन आप 15,000 ओ करती हैं, ये किसी एक क्रेडिट कार्ड का है या मल्टीपल क्रेडिट कार्ड?
नहीं, मेरे पास 3 कार्ड हैं।
अच्छा, 3 कार्ड हैं और तीनों मैक्स्ड आउट हैं?
जी हाँ।
और तीनों कलेक्शंस में जा चुके हैं?
जी हाँ।
अच्छा, आपकी इतला के लिए मैं आपको पहले एक बात बता दूं कि याद रखिएगा कि जब आपका जो क्रेडिट कार्ड आप यूज कर रही थी, जब तक कि वो बैंक नॉर्मली उसके साथ चल रहा था,
can you
explain
in English that what is her question, and then
चल रहे थे, लेकिन जब प्रॉब्लम हो गई 3-4 महीने जॉब की वजह से, तो मैं उनको कंटिन्यू नहीं कर सकी।
अच्छा।
मैं पेमेंट नहीं टाइम पे दे सकी, इस तरह वो बेस्ट हो गए और वो चले गए कलेक्शन में।
अच्छा, मैं आपको थोड़ा सा यानी मैं ये सवाल जो है ना मैं अपने बाकी व्यूअर्स को भी इंग्लिश में बताता हूँ, फिर मैं इसका जवाब बताता हूँ। लाइन पे रहिए।
Okay.
The lady on the phone is basically asking. No, she wants to stay on the hold. She wants to listen. She wants to have a discussion a little. Okay. So like she's basically asking that she used to work and she had a couple of credit cards, but now she has an owing a total owing of $15,000, and 3 of her credit cards are in collections right now. And where and how HMB Credit Repair can help her.
Okay.
Right? So I'm just explaining to her. Once I explain it to her, then we can, I can translate it in English.
Good.
Okay? Now, अच्छा जी, तो मैं आपको ये बता रहा था कि जनाब आपके जो क्रेडिट, आपको सबसे पहले ये चीज समझनी चाहिए कि जब आपके क्रेडिट कार्ड कलेक्शंस में चले गए ना, तो आपके क्रेडिट कार्ड के साथ हुआ ये है कि थर्ड पार्टी कलेक्शन एजेंसीज होती हैं जो डेट खरीदती हैं। ठीक है ना? ये डेट जो है सेंट्स ऑन डॉलर्स पे बिकता है। यानी फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आपका अकाउंट जो है $1000 का है, वो 70, 80, $100 में ये अकाउंट खरीदते हैं और फिर आपके पीछे पड़ जाते हैं कि पैसे जितने वो आपसे निकाल सके। ये अकाउंट जो है आपकी क्रेडिट फाइल पे 7 साल के लिए रहते हैं। ठीक है ना? अब इसमें थर्ड पार्टी इन्वॉल्व हो चुकी है जिसके साथ आपने कोई अग्रीमेंट, कोई चीज साइन नहीं की। सो वंस आप अपनी क्रेडिट फाइल लेके अगर आप हमारे दफ्तर आती हैं, हम उसको बैठ के एनालाइज करेंगे और फिर हम इसको, आपको अगर कलेक्शंस में है, कलेक्शंस एंड लेट पेमेंट्स, चार्ज ऑफ्स, राइट ऑफ्स, ये सबसे इजी होता है रिमूव करने के लिए। ठीक है ना? क्यों? क्योंकि थर्ड पार्टी इन्वॉल्व है, उसके साथ आपका कोई अग्रीमेंट नहीं है, उसके साथ आपका कोई सिग्नेचर नहीं है जिसके बेस पे टेक्निकलिटीज बनती हैं। तो इन टेक्निकलिटीज को हम लोग यूज करते हैं। सो मैं आपको जो मशवरा दूंगा कि आप हमारे फर्म का नंबर लें, आप हमारे ऑफिस विजिट करें और हम अपनी क्रेडिट रिपोर्ट, अपनी 2 फोटो आईडीज एंड क्या नाम है, एंड यूटिलिटी बिल इन योर नेम, आपके ये डॉक्यूमेंट साथ होंगे। 60 to 90 डेज में हम आपका ये सारा रिमूव करवा के दे सकते हैं।
चलें, ठीक है। थैंक यू सो मच। मैं आपका नंबर जो है स्क्रीन पे चल रहा है,
ये जो स्क्रीन पे चल रहा है 905-670-4114, इस पर आपने कॉल की है। हमारा जो नंबर है ऑफिस का वो है 905-604-0405।
ओके जी, थैंक यू।
You're welcome. Thank you for your call. Dear viewers, actually, you know that the question which was posed by our viewer. So basically, she has a couple of credit cards and around $15,000 owing. Now, what's basically what I've explained to her is that once an account becomes a collections account, it's basically what it means is that financial institution who has offered you or granted you that loan has sold that account to a third party collection agency. Now, these collection agencies buy debt cents on dollars. Like for example, if an account is for $1,000, they would be paying 80 to 90 bucks, and they'll buy these debt. Now they will come after you to collect the money, but you have not signed any agreement with them, which gives us a lot of room to get to tend to this and get this removed from your credit card, from your credit report. So that was the question, and we have recommended that anybody has similar circumstances, they can come to us at HMB Credit Repair Firm, and they can contact us at 905-604-0405 and 1-888-855-462, HMB Credit Repair Firm. You can contact us at any time. I'm the credit specialist. The founder is Dr. Helia Begin over here, and and our team will take good care of your credit and your credit score.
Sure. Can you explain what kind of services we can provide our client?
Okay. We can provide any kind of service in terms of bad credit. Anybody has any negative accounts, such as collections account, charge-offs, write-offs, bad debts, delinquent accounts, we have a process of attorney drafted dispute letters to be sent to the credit bureaus, and and then they'll be responding back to us. And what we do is we ask our attorneys ask them for certain details, and based on those, once they fail to provide us those details, we get those accounts removed from your credit file permanently.
Is there anything that you want to add to it about the credit repairs?
Well,
my question is, what is the minimum credit score people can have, and what is the best credit score?
Very good question. I would have to say that. So the credit score varies. They're different. Like if you are 600 below 680, you're bad credit.
Okay.
680 until 720, you're good credit.
Okay. What is the maximum of the?
It can go up to 900.
Okay.
Right? That's like platinum diamond credit. That's very rare to find.
Okay.
Like anything above 720 is excellent. So if you're 720 and above, you have the best credit there is. You get offered a lot of services, and you're open to a lot of you can always get the mortgage, the car of your dreams, the credit cards, Amex, whatever you're looking for. It'll be easy to get.
So we can help our viewer, our client, to repair their credit. Did you mention that we will negotiate with the third parties as well?
We like when we talk
and
about
how we do that.
When we talk about credit repair, so we have to look at it in a way that we are specifically centered on credit score. Now, like I told you, there are only two entities that hold these kind of public records. That's Equifax and TransUnion. So we deal with Equifax and TransUnion, and we get it removed from your public record permanently.
I see.
Right? And then it's gonna be up to the discretion of the client and the creditor how they take things further. But if an account has irregularities, incorrect information, then that has to be removed.
Okay.
Yes.
So once again, I'm the founder of HMB Canadian Immigration as well, but I'm a founder of HMB Credit Repair Firm. You can contact us at 905-604-0405, 416-836-9911, 1-888-855-5462, and you can Google us, and the website is HMB Credit Repair Firm. If you have any question, any concern, and if you think that we can help you at any time, you can contact us.
Okay. So with the further question, would you mind me? So like I was explaining about the credit repair, so even bankruptcies and consumer proposals are also there are ways to remove those late payments, charge-offs, write-offs, bad debt.
That was the third party I asked. So
yeah, no, well, third party is basically you're talking about a collections agency.
Yes, exactly.
Collections agency has their own way, because that has nothing to do with our client, because our client has never signed any agreement or any deal with the collection agencies. Collection agencies, they are an independent business. You can open a collection agency tomorrow.
Yes, but they were hired by the credit department or any institute. Even we can have collection agency.
Anybody can open a collection agency.
Obviously, we can negotiate with them.
Exactly. But if the client wishes for us to negotiate with them, we can.
This is one of the services we provide.
We can definitely do that. But the credit repair business, it revolves around removing these accounts from the credit report. Because
Yes.
dealing with the collection agencies, right, when you're taking responsibility to a third party, which you're not supposed to because you have never signed an agreement with them.
Yes, but sometimes they have the collection agency, or they are after our client as well.
Once it's removed from your credit report permanently, I think that's about it.
Okay.
That's about it.
But one of the services we have that we can negotiate with the collection agency as well.
We can offer credit consolidation. We have a wide range of services.
Yes.
Right, but our emphasis right now of the show is based on is credit history and how to improve credit history, how to be able to buy that house on mortgage, how to get that car loan you always wanted, how to get those credit cards you always wanted, and some small
But this
accounts.
is very important that they have to know, our viewers have to know that what kind of services we provide.
We do all kinds of financial services. We have attorneys that we work with. We have credit specialists like
You're
myself.
one of them. You're the toughest one.
Oh,
I
thank
can
you so
say.
much.
Yes.
That's so kind of you. And we have the whole legal team to deal with such
Yes.
cases. If any client has any financial issues they're facing with, they're going through some difficulties with their credit report, with collections, with consumer proposal, with bankruptcies, we can always help you guys. Please call us at 905-604-0405 HMB Credit Repair Services. Back to you, Dr.
Thank
Begin.
you, Shab. Once again, we are at Voice of Toronto TV, and you can contact us directly at 905-604-0405, 416-836-9911, and also between 9 to 5, you can contact Mr. Shah directly as well. Thank you, our viewer. We'll back next week. We will talk more about the settlement and credit repair. Good night.